Yes, thank you very much, Senator Warren.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations. So, if confirmed, you would serve as the principal military advisor to the President and swear an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States. President Trump once described your predecessor, General C.Q. Brown, as, quote, an outstanding leader. And it's true. C.Q. Brown served for 40 years in 7 assignments across 4 combatant commands. The President's removal of the only Black officer and removal of the only female officer from the Joint Chiefs of Staff has sent a chilling message about who is and who is not welcome in our military. This worries me deeply about the future of our military and the defense of our nation. I am also concerned that President Trump wants to turn the chairman of the Joint Chiefs into just another political position. Last year, President Trump claimed that you once said you would kill for him, and then you slapped a MAGA hat on. I know that others have disputed that story, but it raises questions about whether you were selected because Donald Trump thinks that you would be loyal to him rather than to the Constitution of the United States. Secretary Hegseth has now removed the top legal advisors for military services and recommended replacements at a lower rank. So, Lieutenant General Caine, if confirmed, your job will be to present your best military advice. Do you agree that in order to be able to comply with the law and make sure that your advice complies with the law, that military commanders need legal advisors with both enough expertise and a high enough rank that they will be listened to during this process?
I do, Senator. I know I've always had great legal advice, regardless of what rank they were, but I do agree.
So you think that you need people who have good advice, but do you think it helps in making sure that others, I'm glad that you listen to good advice no matter where it comes from, but that others are more willing to listen if the people offering legal advice have high enough rank to carry some weight in the room when those decisions are taking place?
I do, Senator, although as I mentioned, I've sincerely had great legal advice from 05s to 07s, and I think it's the human, the officer, and their professionalism and intellect versus what rank they have. I do appreciate the efforts to ask the question about what rank they should be, but would defer to the Secretary on what rank he would want them to be.
I have to say that gives me some real concern, because the whole point of elevating the rank was the concern that not enough people were listening to good legal advice. And while I appreciate that you say you listen, we need people to listen who are making decisions up and down the line. I understand, Lieutenant General Caine, that the circumstances of your nomination are beyond your control, but they also place a significant burden on you to show leadership, to restore public confidence in the military, and to show that you work for the American people. I've long been concerned by senior Pentagon leaders who trade on their time in public service to cash out afterwards to work for defense contractors. And that is why during his confirmation hearing, General Brown agreed that he would not become a lobbyist or join the board of a defense contractor after he resigned. Lieutenant General Caine, are you willing to demonstrate that you're taking this job to serve the American people and commit that after you leave this job, you will not work for any major defense contractors or companies that are affected by your official actions?
Senator, for myself, I've got no intent to do so.
Okay, so you can commit to that?
Yes, sir. It's not my intent.
President Trump's removal of highly qualified and talented military leaders is a permanent stain on this nation's history, as well as a blow to our ability to recruit the force that we need to compete with China. If confirmed, you will have an important responsibility to show the American people that you will defend our nation with integrity, that you will follow the law, and that you will lead our men and women in uniform with integrity. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Senator.